I'm not wearing the mask. It's
What?
Texas.
It's Texas.
It's Texas. We are making some, normally you guys see me in the hibachi side of things. It seems like that's what flows around, but I can cook more than just that. So we're gonna do some sausages and some eggs for breakfast for the guys. I really enjoy cooking. I used to have riding as my like stress relief and my fun side of things, but since my whole world's consumed by dirt bikes at this point in my life, it's not the same. So cooking right now has been like my enjoyment, relax, let's have some fun.
So do you ride at all anymore?
No, I haven't rode for probably about a year. Like I've actually thrown my leg over a bike in about a year, and then I haven't like rode more than like 2 or 3 times a year in the last 5 or 6 years. So pretty much once the business started, the mentality was that we were going to make this succeed at all cost, and there was a lot of sacrifices for that. And one of them on my end was riding, and unfortunately for my family's end, it was me being home. So we're out here in Texas. I'm excited for it. Little dome. This stadium is awesome. Whoever hasn't traveled here to see the stadium in person you're mixing out, because the architect of this side of things is just phenomenal. Rod Bell is out still. He's gonna sit out here. I think he's close to where he needs to be, at least from what I'm being told. And I would say Atlanta, he's gonna be there unless something else happens. But I think he's been trying to ride the bike some, and when he does, he feels good on the bike, but then it's a couple days after he needs more healing time just because it's pushing it. So running 3 races like this back to back, I don't think he'd be able to make it, and it just was better to err on the side of caution with this. He's an outdoor dude. I'm ready for him to come kick some butt outdoors. So, if that means that he's got to take some time off in Supercross, then let's do it. Let's keep going. Alex is ready to go, and I think he's hungry. He's had probably more downs this season than he's wanted in a results-based thing, so I think he's ready to grind through it. Smith he had a really good weekend last weekend. Like, everything was good for him, qualifying top for him, and he rode really good. He ran a little tight in his races, but that's just the experience of getting up there. It's going to keep happening, and the more he does it, the less those fades will happen. So he knows he can do well, and AJ's AJ. He didn't do track walk today. It's a bold strategy. We'll see how it pays off for him in the end. But yeah, so he looks good. He looks good. He's going to practice and qualify well. We made the suspension changes that he needed, and I think it'll be good. Just he's got to get in the right mindset of that he wants this at all costs. That's that warrior mentality. That's the one thing I can sit here and say that Alex has. There's never a time he comes off the track. It's like, hey man, I could have gave you more. I'm sorry. Next time I'll give you more. It's like, dude, I gave everything I got, and you can tell his riding style, and his from bad starts up to making LCQs, and it's because he's got that desire. And AJ is working towards that thing, and he is. He's coming off the track though, but he's still telling me, hey, next practice, I got more, and I'm hoping we can flip that switch and change that here soon, because once that happens, main event AJ's back, and that's where we are. Another little update is I'm actually going to fly home Monday, and I'm gonna miss the Tuesday race. It's the first race I've missed since the last 2.5 years I've been doing this stuff, but it's my daughter's birthday on Tuesday, and she gave me some hell for that I was gonna be away. So I'm gonna go home and surprise her and have some family time, and the guys have it covered. They don't need me, so you guys will have to blog about some other stuff on the VeeLog and keep it going, but I won't be there. I'll fill in. I'll just do like sound bits from like home. Yeah. I'm melting the egg cartons. Some bitch.
What are you doing?
Putting on moto tape.
So how do you heat it up first?
So it sticks really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so. This is moto tape! What? It's really good. What? I can't hear you! You put this here! Little clutch change. Ain't bad though. Half the series on one clutch, and then after Daytona, Sandy went out there and rode it, and it was slipping a whole lot. So brand new clutch in it, and everyone else looked decent.
Yeah, Ray looked good.
The first one. I mean, I don't stress too much over the first one. That's what it's there for, is for them to get comfortable. But I judge it off of their feedback, and everyone's, Other than, I mean, obviously Smith had a feedback with his bike, but everyone else feels the bike's good, the track's good, they're where they need to be, like they're happy.
Today we're a little test run in the parking lot, but you can't get on it like they do out on the track. So, I mean, I could tell when he was coming down the start straight that it just wasn't engaging the way it should. And then when we rode back from the track, it was like engaging, not engaging, and I could feel it just jerking. So it's better just to pull it, make sure everything's done right the first time, and then that way we don't have the detonation issues and all that later on.
Between you and other guests.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is,
Finally, please
we haven't updated this board since Orlando 2.
sanitize your hands
So
frequently.
we got some updates.
Thank you for
we
your
got Smith.
cooperation, and we hope you enjoy the event.
$80.
Heck yeah.
Rodville. $350.
Ooh.
Now I'm gonna have to do some math in my head. New updated total. And Mr. Ray,
That's the lost cause, dude.
I don't know. I never know.
Mr. Ray, in 2 weeks, has done
Hey, look here. I'll tell you what.
You see this though? He's winning both boards.
I'm winning both boards.
So let's update this though.
I win everything, actually.
Let's update this.
I'll tell you what, we have Babbitt's on speed dial, dude. All you gotta do is, like, open the phone, and it's already calling Babbitt's online. Parts counter.
Yeah. So now we're at, with the motor, so, going over the motor, it's not as bad as it's been in the past. All the main bearings, the crank rotation was phenomenal, which, you know, boils it down to a non-oil issue, which is always something you want to worry about. And then the rod broke, and it's destroyed the cases and destroyed the crank, obviously, and the piston and cylinder are gone, but the head itself made it through, so it saved him from buying a whole motor. We were able to get away with running the same head. So there's I guess some light there somewhere.
Wasn't my fault, dude. I don't know. I just ride the dang thing.
Well, he's almost at a brand new bike.
Yeah, almost.
So
Yeah, that's what we should do. We should just start fresh with a new
is that
one.
what happens when you hit the new bike total? We just get a new bike and then it's.
Yeah, let's just
Can we
start
do
over.
that?
Okay. No, because that means you gotta do more.
All right, there you have it.
I like it.
At all times.
Where do you buy
unless you're
merch?
eating or drinking.
Oh, that website that we run,
Please maintain
the SGB-racing.com
Alright.
/super/shop.
And finally,
Is that a real thing?
I have no idea.
So we went down the line for practice, and Alex's front wheel was flat. So we had the cart that has all of our spares on, so we hurried up and switched out the front with their spare front. So I'm just fixing his actual, front tire. So we can take the spare back down and back to living the good life. Alex crashed again in the whoop, so we got to add some more shit to his parts bill. But we don't want to.
Uploading to TikTok right now.
We don't want to talk to him about it.
I wrecked my noggin a little bit, but I got a little bit of like a strawberry on my shoulder, but I don't know, man. I'm from Tennessee. We're built tough over there. I'm like a 99 Toyota Tacoma. The track, everyone's doing the same thing. It's crazy. Like, it's pretty basic. All the same lines. We're all going inside on the 90s, I think. And yeah, we're all going 3 on to the tabletop off. And I think most of us are doing that quad over there after the Dragon's back. But yeah, it started off rough. We did have a flat tire at the beginning, but SGB boys, they were just on top of it. They just swapped the wheel out right before the practice. Did a roll lap and then banged a few hard ones out. And yeah, I mean, P3, I mean, as long as we have a good gate pit going into the heat race, I feel like, that'd be a good start to the night. That just sets the tone for, the rest of the night. You get a good start for the heat race, either top 9 or, I mean, you're not in the back. So it just works out way better that way. So
Right on.
yeah, I mean, I went through some parts, but that's just me, I guess.
Hey, but you're
We'll just sell
leading in
some more-
sales, dude.
Yeah, we'll just sell some more shirts and keep it rolling. So swipe up, go to SGB freaking racing.com or whatever and buy some freaking A-Race shirts. Even if you don't want an A-Race shirt, you can buy a Jeremy Smith shirt, right?
Make sure you get it too.
Hey, no. Buy a Jeremy Smith shirt, but put my name in the comment section so I get the points for it.
All right. I want to start seeing what kind of knowledge our riders and staff have. So I'm going to start hitting them with some random questions, and we're going to see what their answers are. Scuba, what does it stand for? I'll use it in a sentence. I went scuba diving yesterday.
Okay, that's helpful actually. Scuba. And we have confirmation that scuba does stand for
Absolutely
something.
does. Absolutely, 100% does. I absolutely know what it is.
You actually?
I do know what it is. Do you know how to spell scuba? We'll start there.
Submersive.
Submersive.
Cadillac converter.
Cadillac converter. All right, we're done.
Umbrella apparatus.
Wow.
Did I get the last part right?
You're at a solid 20%. What is it? Scuba. Go.
Oh, he knows this.
Submersible. I don't know. The sea is throwing me off. Like
I couldn't think of anything for the sea.
underwater breathing apparatus.
Ooh, we're getting close.
Oh.
Ooh, we're getting close.
Okay.
Real quick. What does scuba stand for?
A scuba stand?
Scuba stand for, such as, for example, yesterday in the Holiday Inn pool, I went scuba diving. What does scuba stand for? It stands for something. It's an acronym. Nothing? You can take a stab at it? Nothing?
No one on the team's gonna get it.
Do you know what scuba stands for? Pressure's on you. There's been a lot of failures.
Scuba?
Scuba. Such as...
Like as in scuba diving?
Yes. I'll use it in a sentence for you. Yesterday, Steve went scuba diving in his pool in Wyoming.
No, I don't know what it means. No, not even gonna try. Because I looking at the smiles on all you guys' face, it's a lose-lose situation.
They've gotten 2 of the letters.
So, if anyone on this team will figure this out, it's got to be Jeremy Smith. We got to agree
Oh, 100%.
that Jeremy Smith would know this.
He would absolutely know this.
Come here. Hey, do you know what scuba stands for in scuba diving?
No.
You really disappointed me with this one. I put all my money knowing that you would know these random facts of scuba.
I don't. No, not that
What
one.
about you? Do you know?
You guys gotta try. Like,
Scuba.
The sea. I still can't. Yeah,
Scuba.
can we give them the first one? First letter?
Swim or something?
Swim.
Mandy and I were close for the first one.
You weren't. So don't tag yourself in there.
I said
if
submersive.
if you say what he says, it doesn't tag you into it, okay?
I said submersive. He said submersible,
You wanna
which
know
is
what it is?
made up, and my word was real.
It is self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Dang it! It was so much more simple than we were making.
Self-contained.
close. I got breathing
Self-contained. You got breathing apparatus.
Yeah.
I got
okay.
apparatus.
How'd you get that word? What?
You actually did get apparatus.
Yeah.
But for you, it was a joke.
It is like slippy, slappy breathing apparatus. So what firefighters use to go into a fire is a self-contained breathing apparatus. It's the same thing as scuba, just without the underwater part. So like when they put the oxygen tanks on the back and they run that whole mask all the way through, it's SCBA, which is self-contained breathing apparatus. So it's everything but underwater stuff.
Yo, guys.
Scuba stands for.
Yeah, you're right.
What?
Answer that one.
Scuba stands for.
Do any of you guys know it?
I don't.
For example, yesterday I went scuba diving in the hotel pool.
Any ideas?
Guessed it right. Doesn't make you feel better.
I don't have any clue.
You don't know what any of the letters stand for?
Take a guess.
To be fair, I didn't know it was an acronym until today.
Okay, I just learned it was an acronym.
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Oh, I
There you
never
go.
knew that was
I'm gonna give you $100,000 today. Today. You lost the question. There's no time to start it. Just go.
Two bites in the main?
2 bites in the main.
All right, here we go.
I made that prediction.
Let's get it done.
Let's get it done. guy. We're I had nothing. Not the plan we wanted. I predicted on someone else's camera that was in my face was that Alex was going to be 9th in this one, and then Smith was going to take 4th in the LCQ and AJ 6th in the LCQ, and that's how I pictured it. I don't know how Smith's doing right now, but the plan with Alex didn't go well. But dude, he's racy all day today. He has that little bit of spark, that fight in him, and I know it's gonna be good for him. Nothing's going the way he wants it right now, and he's gonna keep grinding. I see the typical Alex coming out in the LCQ, and he's just gonna grind, and he's gonna get where he needs to be. And if you're in his way, I'm sorry, but it's gonna be one of those days with him. AJ real aggressive right off the bat, was running like 16th in the heat, and then he just petered off. Unfortunately, all there is to it. But if we can pull a good start, and the first third of the heat race AJ can be in the LCQ, I think he's got a good shot at doing well. Like I said, I don't know what Smith's doing, but hopefully he's kicking ass down there, and we're putting it in the main through the heat race here. So I hear some cheering, so that's probably what's going on right now.
I think so.
Smith's in 8th? Yeah, I think Smith might be being passed for a lead. What about that screen in there, though?
Oh my
Ain't that
God.
something?
It's insane.
Ain't that something?
Incredible. It's an incredible screen.
I stared. I wasn't even watching the guys. I was just looking at the screen, and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive.
All right. Yeah. You good? Yeah, I just wasn't like flowing good. Oh, dude, I felt horrible. Yeah.
Same shot.
Appreciate it.
Hey Jason,
Yeah, buddy.
when you were a cop,
Yeah,
did you ever ride a bike?
I did. I was bike certified.
No, you weren't. Were you really?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, how was that?
It was the most fun you'll ever have.
Really?
Remember, I worked midnights.
Oh,
so
true.
it was like no one out. Like, I didn't do any parades or details, but they were the biggest pieces of crap ever, man. You'd be like 4 miles out, and a pedal would fall off. It was bad.
You a Jeff Dunham fan at all?
I don't know who's that.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Jeff
I mean, if you told me like who he was.
He's a comedian, ventriloquist guy.
Yes, okay.
He's got
Yep.
Peanut and all.
Yes.
So, okay, you've never seen the bit of him talking about cops on bikes?
No.
Okay, you look it up tonight.
Okay. About to get hit by a car.
Yeah.
We
We got a bike in the main.
got a bike in the main. It was, I said 2. We're gonna keep talking about that shit, obviously, but we got one in the main, and it was due. I think he needed it more than I did, but I'm glad to see he's been putting in a lot of work, and just things have been just not going the way he wanted them lately, and that's more so out of his control, just kind of like the way the game is, and there's a stacked crew. But he was really good all night. He was real racy, real ready to go, and it showed. And he went out there and he rode great in the main. Was in the fight the whole time, and it was phenomenal. It was a great day. It really was. It was a fun atmosphere in the pits like always. It was just enjoyable with everything else. I'm ready for to see what we can do in the whatever state we're in, Texas 2 or something.
Texas. We're in Texas.
Dallas 2. But I do have a question though, and I need everyone to leave a comment on this video. If they make the main, should we add some money to their list or take some off of their debt? Like, because they're putting in the main?
Oh,
and if
like-
so, how much?
Yeah.
Like, should we drop down? Like, is it okay to break some parts if we're making it in the main? So I just need to know, if so, tell me how much.
I like that.
See? That's exactly what Alex said. Alex said he's got 3 times the amount of time on the bike.
True.
He's riding 20-minute mains.
True. Point taken.
Ooh, so
right, we'll
if
see.
that's up to the viewers. And remember, this is just for fun. Nothing changes. No one's losing a spot on the team. I know some people are like, oh, how do you put that much pressure on them and all that shit, but
That and they think that the riders are paying for it.
there is no. The riders aren't paying for anything. It comes out of my pocket. It is just a fun little thing, and it's just enjoyable throughout the season, just to see how much money I'm wasting on these little shitheads.